Welcome back. Matthew 5:5 says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." This verse is part of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. Jesus is teaching what the character of a true child of God looks like. The world often celebrates pride, power, aggression, and self-promotion, but Jesus teaches the opposite. What does blessed mean? Blessed means spiritually happy, favored, and approved by God. It is not based on circumstances, money, or status. It is the peace and favor that comes from walking with God. What does meek mean? Meekness is often misunderstood. Meek does not mean weak, timid, or powerless. Biblical meekness means humble before God, gentle in spirit, teachable, controlled strength, teaching God instead of fighting every battle in the flesh. A meek person may have strength, wisdom, and authority, but they allow God to lead them rather than operating in pride, anger, or revenge. Jesus himself was meek. Jesus as the example of meekness. Jesus said, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart." Matthew 11:29. Even with all power, Jesus walked in humility, obedience, and patience, and love. For they shall inherit the earth. This is both a present and future promise. Spiritually, the meek experience peace, stability, and God's provision, even in difficult times. They are not constantly destroyed by pride, bitterness, or striving. Prophetically, this points to God's coming kingdom. Those who belong to Christ will reign with him and receive the promise of God. Practical application, Matthew 5:5 teaches us, let God fight our battles. Stay humble even when gifted. Do not allow pride to control you. Respond with wisdom instead of rage. Trust God's timing and justice. Meekness says, God is in control. I do not have to prove myself to anybody. Related scriptures, Psalms 37:11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Galatians 5:22-23. Meekness is listed as a fruit of the Spirit. James 4:10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, he shall lift you up. Encouragement. In a loud and prideful world, God honors humility. The meek may not always be the loudest people in the room, but they often are the ones closest to God. Jesus reminds us that humility, gentleness, and surrender to God are not losses. They are part of true kingdom strength.